Canada, Finland, Kazakhstan and Sweden.
But this is the unknown. It's the first time we've had it in the championships. We've had 2 World Cup competitions. They're a guide, but they're certainly not the form that you would necessarily follow. And Norway slip into second place there. Canada on the near side. Sara Renner, already a bronze medal for her in the individual sprint, coming very, very late to deny Anna Dahlberg. But it is Team 11 who are moving quickly as well.
Chepalova is very strong today, I think, David, also in the semi-final.
Well, this is the sort of course for the Russians. Julia Chepalova, when she won the Olympic individual sprint in Salt Lake City, it was a tough course. You could say that it isn't really what you would call a true sprinter's course.
No, it's not that strong as it was, or tougher as it was in Salt Lake City, but this uphill is maybe steeper than any uphill was in Salt Lake City.
On the near side, white hat of Hilde Pedersen. Amazing racer at 40 years of age, has so much zest for this sport and would dearly love to get a medal with Marit Björgen, but it is Chepalova who's got the early call there.
Ahead of Finland and Norway. I also think Ørsted from Sweden will go much faster here in the final than she did in the semi-final. We remember the Swedish girl from the sprint. She was much better than all others all day.
Yeah, and also Rita Lisa Lasilla, she's had a very good sequence of races. I mean, it would be something if the Finns could get a medal out of this, because they've had absolutely no joy on the cross-country trails, either with their men or their women. But it's Chepalova who's determined to come into the exchange.
It's Finland just now.
Yeah, and just watch out for Julia, because she's very, very clever here as she weaves into Sidьko and gets her away. But Finland, Pirьo Manninen, the tall figure of Hannu Manninen's sister from Rovaniemi, and they go out, Finland, ahead of Russia and Germany. So Alena Sidьko for Russia, following Pirьo Manninen, and now for Germany, it's Claudia Künzell. For Canada, it's Becky Scott in the red hat on the right-hand side there, and almost alongside Becky Scott for Sweden is Anna Dahlberg. So the two in the whitish suits on the far side, Sweden, just going ahead there of Becky Scott, and this is real high tempo. This is nothing like the semi-finals, Inge.
Yeah, it's Finland doing the high tempo, also Claudia Künzell from Germany, and we have Marit Björgen struggling a little to the right.
I tell you what this hill reminds me of, one or two of the climbs in Lahti.
Yeah, from the bottom of the ski jumping hill and up to the table.
Absolutely. Isn't this like when you go up and then you turn in Lahti left?
That's also true. From the stadium and up to the wax cabins, you mean, yes?
And then you turn left to go down the terrace to the wicked right-hander.
That's correct.
And Claudia Künzell, though, she's decided that she wants to get first on the downhill, and it's the Oberwiesenthaler who's got the lead, much to the delight of this home crowd, which is now well over 20,000 here. And it's the 26-year-old German who took an world silver medal in the sprint 2 years ago behind Marit Björgen, who leads down into the stadium. And remember, this is only the first lap for each woman. They're going to hand over yet again. Manninen is going to hand back for lap number 2 to Rita Lisa Lasilla. And moving up on the near side there, Russia. Sidьko going to hand over a good position now to Julia Chepalova. Hands up so they can see each other. Chepalova gets going, Sidьko pats her on the shoulder there, just going through. That was Emily Ørsted as well, who's handed over to Anna Dahlberg. And away they go.
And no problems in the exchange, the second one. We have many pole broken early on, but here it's no problem, I think. That was the girl from France.
Yeah, just trying to squeeze through. And the Canadians, if they want to get a medal out of this, they are almost 2 from last now. They're going to have to raise the game, because this is the point where you want to get your position established and not get caught in traffic. 13, that's the Russians. Julia Chepalova, and back to the wax.
Here you can see they have the pulver, and they only use the brush to get it into the ski.
So I tell you what, this is a real examination of the Norwegian favourites here going on. And it is at the moment team number 9, Finland, who are leading Germany and Norway, and the Swedes know they're now alert to the danger, because there's a worrisome gap to them and Italy.
And I think it should be important now for the 3 teams in the lead to keep on going fast like they do in this leg.
Did I say
Chepalova, a very fast skier today?
Yeah, did I say Germany? I meant Finland up amongst the first 3. Germany, the host nation, have lost position badly, and Julia Chepalova has put a lot of race pace in here, and look at the speed that's going on from Norway. Chepalova really making her cause known, and Peddersen coming around with her as well. So Sidьko, really good change by the Russians there. Excellent timing. And Russia get out quickly ahead of Finland. That's Pirьo Manninen. And then it's Marит, Bьёrgen. Those 3, and look at that gap. 5, 10, 15, 20 metres to Claudia Künzell. And also for Italy, it's Sabina Valbuza. They've got an awful lot of work to do to catch the front 3.
But Sweden, David, more than 9 seconds behind Russia in the 10th place.
Yeah, the tempo is just too high at the moment, and it's the toughness of this course. It's what Julia Chepalova's doing, which is doing all the damage here. She's using all her strength, all her endurance to actually break this field up, and that's exactly what they've done, the 2 Russians. And you're looking at Marит, Bьёrgen racing at full stretch.
And also Italy tried to keep the gap between the 3 first.
There's always the worry that you burn too quick, too fast, and you pay later. But Bьёrgen goes into 6th gear as she goes up the hill. This is her favourite move.
Yeah, and only the Russian girl can follow her.
Yeah, Sidьko, and they're breaking away. Norway, the big favourites. And look at Claudia Künzell. She's moved back into 3rd place ahead of the Italian, as Pirьo Manninen actually just burns out.
Yeah, Valbuza also in front of the girl from Finland just now.
So the highest speed there from Claudia Künzell on the gun, but she's not leading the race. And they're coming through for Sweden is Anna Delbert, and she's got an awful lot of work to do, and it looks to me a little bit too much.
And what a race we will have here, David, between Hильде, Peddersen and Chepalova from Russia.
Yeah, because this could be the real big lap. Claudia Künzell not looking that convincing, and the other 2 behind her are beginning to realise. And Manninen, all credit to her, she's stuck to her task, and Valbuza also not far behind. So the bronze medal's certainly up for grabs here. And out goes Viola Bauer on the left of the picture there. Out for Sweden goes Emily Erstig. It's her last chance to try and bid for another medal here. And they're 15 going away. That's Malahova for Kazakhstan, who found this all too fast. As they went through Norway, Russia, and then a gap of 4 seconds to Germany and Finland and Italy. There's Sweden and Kazakhstan, France down to 8th place, Switzerland and Canada languishing at the back there. It's just not been their day. Sarah Renner and Becky Scott, it's not happening. But up front, it certainly is happening. And this is Germany, Viola Bauer, and being preceded there by Italy, and that's Ariana Follis, and they're trying to close on the leaders. And look at this, Chepalova giving a skate lesson here to Hilde Pedersen with Rita, Lisa.
Problems for Norway here, David.
But look at Rita, Lisa Lasilla getting on terms here with Hilde Pedersen. And then at the top there, Ariana Follis. And then for Germany, Viola Bauer. They come down, they're now on the descent. And this is Finland, you can see Rita Lisa, she's got the fastest skis as she goes into second place there. Could this be the first cross-country medal of the 2005 championships for Finland, with Pirjo Manninen on the anchor leg? It's going to be a real difficult one for Pirjo to hold off Marit Björgen. But
look at that gap for Russia. Can Marit Björgen catch that one?
So Julia Chepalova comes to finish her race. This 28-year-old Nordic star from Moscow, already with silver and gold medals from these championships. And it's now down to Alena Sidьko, her teammate, to bring the gold home for Russia. And Finland and Norway go out shoulder to shoulder. Then Germany shoulder to shoulder with Italy. But the gap, more than 4 seconds. And can the anchor women for Italy, Sabina Valbuza and Claudia Künzell, do anything about this? And can Pirjo Manninen hang on to that third place? Pirjo Manninen now leading Marit Björgen. But wait for the big climb.
But they are closing the gap here, David. They are closing the gap to the Russian girl. And here comes Marit Björgen. Look at that.
Marit Björgen and Manninen split by the width of the course there. And Sidьko being challenged, almost the meat of the sandwich. But Manninen's right behind her. But Björgen's taken the inside trail and has gone up into the lead. So Norway back at the top there. These three striving, pushing, and the effort from Pirjo Manninen is enormous here to stay with Sidьko, but it is Björgen.
And the gap is big enough, I think, David.
And now then it's Claudia Künzell in 4th place. Italy's Sabina Valbuza in 5th as they go down the hill. And Björgen, you can see how tired she is. The legs really burning. The lactate absolutely hurting her at the moment. Marit Björgen is leading into the straight now, ahead of Alena Sidьko. Here comes Pirjo Manninen, the world sprint champion in 2001, does an Axel Teichmann and goes past Sidьko to try and take a silver medal, the first cross-country medal for Finland. But Norway become the first women's team sprint champions ever here in Obерстдорф, and Finland at last get